Imagine walking into a room full of people. Conversations are buzzing, laughter echoes through the walls, and you felt like every sound as if it was a wave crashing into you. You stood there silently, knowing that you're not a part of this energy. But what if I told you that in this moment of quietness, you hold more power than anyone else in the room? Sometimes the quietest voice can make the biggest impact. Hi, my name is Angel Wang, and I'm an introvert. Like many introverts out there, I face moments where being quiet, reflective, and thoughtful was seen as a flaw. Finding myself navigating a world that praises volume and visibility, and where I felt out of place. But I'm here to tell you that being an introvert isn't just normal, it's powerful. Often, introverts are criticized or seen as not normal solely because we don't fit into the society's preferred mode or the society's expectations. We're told to speak up, to be more social, more outgoing, and how we are overreacting when we felt overwhelmed in loud, fast paced environments. But for introverts, overstimulation is real. Crowded places, constant socializing, endless noise always seemed like a nightmare. And others often just dismiss it as simply being too sensitive. However, what are we meant to do if we're constantly criticized or seen as not normal? We're often told to speak up, to be more social, and how we're so shy. Introverts are often isolated, and that is that painful sense of loneliness which drives us into the rabbit hole of overthinking and that constant burden of pressure. Then we tend to go online in hopes of finding someone that will be actually willing to listen and be willing to like us for who we truly are. Then we get trapped in our little online world, suppressing our ability to socialize. This lack of meaningful connection or even harmful online interactions contributes to the feelings of isolation and loneliness. Studies have shown us that introverts are more likely or more prone to developing mental health issues like anxiety or depression, and even going to the extent of self harming, not because of who they are, but because that they're constantly pushed into being someone that they're not. However, what are we meant to do if we're constantly criticized to do better, to not be as shy, and to stop overreacting? But being an introvert, there's nothing wrong with being introverted. In fact, some of the world's greatest thinkers, creators, and leaders have been introverts. Let's talk numbers. It's said that over 90% of the billionaires in the world are introverts, and over 70% of the highly intelligent and gifted people are introverts. This is no coincidence. Introverts bring a unique kind of brilliance to the table. Think about it. Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, and Marissa Mayer. These icons are some of the greatest minds like Albert Einstein, J.K. Rowling, and even Steve Wozniak, the founder of Apple, all introverts. They have shown us that success isn't tied to being outgoing, but to focus. Deep dive into the ocean of your mind and innovation. They have proven to us that you don't need to be the loudest in the room to make a difference. You have the ability to change the world and to make a difference without having to shout from the rooftop. And here's where introversion becomes a strength. Let me share a personal story with you. This past summer, at the age of just 14 years old, I worked 3 jobs typically done by adults: HR, finance, and marketing. One of my tasks was to build a website for the company. Until this day, my template remained as the original model for the official website. The quiet work I did behind the scenes, even though the IT manager hates me now, but it's moments like these that reminds me being quiet doesn't mean ineffective. It doesn't mean weird or not normal. It can mean laser focused and powerfulness. Today, it's thrilling to see that the newer generations are starting to embrace their introversion more than ever. They're showing us that you don't need to be the loudest in the room to make a difference, and that it's okay to thrive in quieter environments. So, moving forward, I request all of us to start embracing the quiet voices around us. Whether it's a classmate who doesn't raise a hand in class, or a colleague who prefers to email the ideas rather than speaking up in a meeting. Remember, you are unique just the way you are. You have all the rights to make a difference. You can make a difference. In this hyper connected, always on world we live in today, being quiet is not a weakness, it's a superpower. We need to stop viewing introversion as something that needs to be fixed and start recognizing it as a strength, our ability to reflect, to focus, and to tune out distractions. And know that sometimes the quietest voice can make the biggest impact. and that's something the world desperately needs more of. Thank you.